Running, got me running. Shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Raise your hands up. Raise them out.
All right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the daily Forex Trading Asia Currency Call. This is episode 360, and the date is the 20th of August as well. If it is your first time here, a big welcome. We do this currency call from Monday to Friday, and the currencies we analyze are as follows: Monday, Aussie and Kiwi; Tuesday, Euro; Wednesday, Pound; Thursday, yen pairs and gold, and then Friday for today, we've got the Canadian pairs and crypto. So this currency call is where you'll get market economic updates, key support and resistance levels, trade ideas, and more. The currency call is going to be very beneficial to both the long-term investors as well as the short-term traders. And here we will go through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, and also highlighting potential targets and risks. A disclaimer here as well: any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely just the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trade. So guys, it is Friday, and we did have some significant moves as well in regards to the US dollar. So I'll take it to start the call here as well. And happy Friday to everyone as well. And it's a happy Friday indeed for the investors with Forex Briefcase as well. It was a nice session last night to finish off the month for us as well. So that was pretty nice indeed. All right, so let's get to the charts now. The US dollar index here, thanks to Sam Trade. So now I was talking about this in regards to, I've got the line here, so I'm fully accountable and transparent. I did talk about looking for a pullback, and the pullback wasn't really that deep at all. It was quite shallow, just below 93.30. And then we saw it move significantly higher as well in the context of what we have seen recently, where, you know, this move in itself was quite significant, where we went from 93.18 to 40. And then, you know, the pullback was occurring, but then we found a little bit of a floor here, and the push went further. Now, I think, you know, what we've been talking about, there wasn't really any significant news out from the US that would say, you know, you put your finger on that. What has been going on is there's a continued level of uncertainty with the Delta variant. So I was, you know, doing a little bit of sleuthing, and I was trying to ascertain what was going on. And I would conclude that would probably be it. Obviously, the US dollar still has a safe haven currency status. And, you know, that's really what we have seen coming to play. Plus, we've got the fact that in the FOMC minutes, you know, there was more of a hawkish tone, and Kim Hong went into detail about that as well in yesterday's currency call. So make sure you check that out, the first 12 minutes or so of the call. And I guess really the market was there. And we did have one thing that I would just like to point out. The initial jobless claims did come under, you know, considerably 363 at 348,000, which just simply means that less people are making claims for unemployment, which again is something that the Fed will look for and say, okay, and with the lead up obviously to the next non-farm payroll result, that's really been the point of reference that, you know, the Fed are looking for. If that can be a big beat, then, which we saw last month, and who knows, but if that is strong again, then we are going to see a very strong case put forward that tapering is going to have to occur here. Now, in regards to tonight and what to look out for the US news, there's not really a lot at all. And frankly, it's more pound heavy this afternoon, GMT +8 at 2 o'clock. We do have FOMC member Kaplan speaking at 11 p.m. tonight, GMT +8. You know, but frankly, I think this is now, the moves have occurred in the currency pairs. So I just like to see a little bit of stability before I say trend continuation, or if we see some reversals here. So be really cautious. It is Friday, so there's likely profit taking going on as well. So no imminent trade idea. Frankly, what's happening here is an unexpected run So frankly, I'd like to see it come back a little bit to 93.40 before I say, let's see if there is continuation here or if we just sort of hold flat until, next week. But those are my thoughts on the US dollar for today, guys. And on that, we do have the Canadian pairs in focus as well as crypto. And I'll hand it over to Daniel to discuss what's looking good setup wise on those pairs.
Hey, thank you, Scott. Yeah, so yeah, as you're right. Yesterday was really nice movement. Forex Kids did well. I was coaching one-to-one with a student as well, and we had a lot of trade ideas, and we actually took the trades and making money as well. So yesterday night was a pretty a good time to be trading. Okay, so let's look at Canadian and crypto right now. So before we look at the charts, we should be looking at the calendar. So today, when we look at today, I was looking at it as a core retail sales for Canadian. Okay, it is usually quite volatile. In fact, it's you can see it's at minus 2.0, and the expectation is 4.6. So looking pretty good coming in. However, right now, I think that the how to say, the impact will be quite limited. For now, because worldwide everybody is focusing on the resurgence of the COVID-19, moving into the safe haven currencies, and that's where the US yen all are strengthening as much. So tonight at 8:30, I think if you're going to meet this 4.6 or beat, then of course it goes up. But I think there is a chance right now where with the movement of the COVID-19 impacting the economy. You see oil prices has been dipping for the past 2 weeks coming in. Core retail sales may not be good hitting at 4.6. In fact, it could hit slightly lower than 4.6 and thus continuing of the weakening of the Canadian dollar compared to, like, for example, the USD or the yen. So it is something that I would like to talk about. But now let's look at not only look at today. Let's look at next week, right? Let's filter off the next week. Sorry, wrong filter. So I need to filter this. Let's say next week, anything's happening. Right. So for Canadian dollars, let's look at it. We have our German manufacturing PMI coming in. Overall, Euro manufacturing PMI be interesting news to notice. And then of course, US manufacturing PMI will be a good indication of the worldwide economy. Existing home sales coming in. Let's continue to look at any major news that we should be looking out for. Not really. I don't really see, even all the way to Thursday, nothing except for GDP numbers. It will be another good gauge. Last quarter was 6.5, now going 6.6, which again, looking at that's where the FOMC hawkish statements comes in, could again support GDP quarter on quarter, could continue to support the hawkish sentiments from the FOMC members. Okay, and then on Friday coming in, nothing really Michigan statements, nothing really Canadian until 11 o'clock budget balance, which actually not really impacting too much on the Canadian dollar. So let's look at the charts right now. And when you look at the charts, very interestingly enough, you can see, as I mentioned yesterday, and the whole week, US dollar just strengthened, continue move up, breaking past the resistance. And last week I mentioned that, last week I was just saying that we had a strong resistance at 1.263. Never say never. It goes and then it breaks and it stops there. Yes, it did consolidate then as a COVID-19 resurgence comes in. Safe haven currencies gone strong. US dollar just pushed all the way with the hawkish statements from the FOMC members coming there. It continued to be strong and now hitting very fast within a week, hitting the next resistance level of 1.2892. Now, what are we looking at? We have core retails coming in. Would it be, okay, something happened to my calendar. Well, that's okay. Okay, so then you look at it and you can see that yes, is it going to push through upwards? Now, well, as I said, there's call retails coming in. I don't think it's going to be very significantly big major impact coming in. Okay, so I think going to move most likely going to it's even going to be better. It will retrace back downwards, but I don't think so. I think it will be sitting across right now. Move most likely sitting across near this level 1.28, maybe 50 thereabouts before a possible push upwards going in if the continued market sentiments come in. Why do I say that as well? Because as I look at oil prices coming in, which is quite correlated to oil, there is such a equilibrium right now that you can see Canadian oil prices as right now previously holding at 62, now holding at around 63, 64 zone level. Now, with the demand of oil not that great because world economic recovery seems to be on a little bit of a pause. So oil prices may not be going up. In fact, we're holding around the region level or may even dip. That's why I was looking at possible, for a double whammy, US dollar continue to be strong with the hockey statements coming in recovery, and also the oil prices not doing too well. We have to wait for it to break above the resistance of 1.2892. So I will say we'll go for maybe at 1.2 buy at 1.2930. Okay, we'll go for a quick 50 pips stop loss and going for almost 100, 150. I would say, won't say go so high. Let's be more conservative. I will say maybe around 100, maybe halfway there, about 100 pips of take profit target. So 50 pips stop loss, 100 pips of take profit, 1:2 risk reward ratio. And that's how I look for at the US CAD. So CAD yen, similar as well. You can see it follows really quite nicely with the oil prices coming in. So as it goes down, I think that most likely Canadian will continue to weaken and push downwards further down. Now, how far would it go? Let's take a look, right? Let's take a look. Okay. Yesterday, it really pushed past my support zone. How far would we go? I would say, right now, if we look at 85.1, if it goes to below 85.1 or 85 point, I would say let's go be more conservative. Let's zoom it in. Give a more conservative number coming in. I would say let's look at here about 85.15. Okay, 85.15. Just below low of when it breaks out of the support zones. I would say go for like almost quickly the same thing. 50 pips stop loss, and you go for a 70 to 80 pips of take profit target. Not exactly 1:2, but 1:1.5. Reasons because I have a support level at 84.2. If you zoom out here and there is a level here, there's some resistance here. So I think it's going to be a quite cool, quite a possible reaction zones there. So again, looking at it, remember, I'll be looking at 85.15 for 50 pips stop loss and 80 pips take profit target here. Now today is Friday, so we'll talk about crypto. Okay, so let's go to crypto. Now this week is really interesting about crypto. We had a continuous strong was. I was excited last week, and it did exactly that. What we mentioned, it continued to push all the way up for both for Ether and Bitcoin. I was looking at it. I said, hey, as it goes, it breaks past the 45,000 range. As it gets closer, resistance break past, I'm going to look for second stage for Bitcoin to move above higher, maybe even to 58,000. Of course, the first range will be the resistance will be 50,000 level. Now it is holding on right now. You can see here for Bitcoin. But interestingly enough, if those who are, if you look at a 4-hour chart, sorry, okay, let me zoom out. Okay, there is like a flag panel. Maybe a daily chart will be easier to see. Okay, let me take a look at this. You can see that actually I'm looking at almost really very nice here. Okay, look at this. It's a flag, a pattern. Those who know about chart patterns, that the flag pattern is more or less a continuation pattern. And right now it just seems to be breaking out of the flag pattern coming in. So there could be more bullish sentiments could be moving in. So let me take away what I talked about last week. Okay, so now right now I'll be a bit cautious. Right now, probably moving across. So we'll move up towards 50,000 level range. Now, if that is something we could see 50, but if it does break past the 50,000 level range, then I would say yes, it will most likely continue onwards towards at least the 58,000 range, as what I mentioned last week. Okay, so again, two parts. It is I see a flag pattern here happening, really very nice coming in. It seems to be breaking off right now. A possible buy trade coming in. You know, I will just give you a buy trade. I said yes, going to go up or above. You know, going towards the 50,000 level, and if it does break above 50,000 level, it could have a possibility to go all the way to 58,000. That's for Bitcoin. Now, Ether is following the same thing. You can see not exactly a flag, you know, coming in, but it's also really very nice. It actually broke past the retracements coming in. You know, yesterday, there was a talk about because some Japanese currency exchange was cryptocurrency exchange was hacked a little. That's where there's some dip, but nevertheless, seems to be recovered already. This morning, I've looked at it, it's recovered, and you can see really very strong bullish sentiment. So once it breaks past 3,300 level range, again, same thing as what I mentioned last week. I think it's once it breaks past the 3,300 resistance zone, there will be a strong, I believe there will be a push upwards towards 4,150 level, and that's where why I look at it is that's where the previous high had happened. Okay, so that's where we were looking for a possible target. Right now, market sentiments for crypto, it is very bullish. It is a time to ride the wave. Okay, that's all for me, Scott.
All right, thank you, Daniel, for sharing your insights as well. So, guys, for today, we do have Kim Hong in on presenting a trade idea as well. So this is a higher time frame friendly set and forget style setup. So for anyone watching this that has work commitments and everything, this is quite important to pay attention to this because it's an easy setup to just trade if you've got a day job as well. So all yours, Kim Hong, on your trade idea.
All right, thank you, Scott. Exactly, set and forget. Okay, so let's just jump straight into the trade idea. Okay, so this trade idea, okay, is actually for Euro Yen, waiting for a catalyst. It was sent out on August 13, which is I think last week. Okay, so basically the whole idea of this trade idea is simple. Okay, there wasn't much movements in Euro Yen. Okay, so let me try to zoom in. Okay, good. So yeah, as you can see, Euro Yen last week it was like just ranging across, like not doing anything. I think it was ranging across within a 45 pips range. Okay, across within a 45 pips range. I mean, Euro Yen is not like exotic pair, right? So usually we can expect movements from Euro Yen, especially in times like this whereby COVID issues are going on and things like that due to the due to risk on mindset by market participants. Yen pairs are expected to have movements. Okay, but we actually see like it has been ranging for like 1 week or so last week. So I thought like it would be a good trade setup, to set and forget, okay, because there's a strategy called the straddle strategy, okay, straddle setup. So if you see that price, I think I'll just go straight into the chart, like the real chart, so I can zoom in and zoom out. You guys can see it clearly, okay. So yeah, this was the straddle formation, okay, the straddle setup. So price was ranging around 45 pips, in times like this, okay, we can see that the Bollinger Bands that we are using, okay, is actually squeezing. So this is actually a phenomenon called the Bollinger Squeeze, okay. So it actually indicates that for this specific financial instrument, there isn't much trading volatility. Okay, there may be volume, but there's no volatility. So you see it just hovering across, there's nothing going on in the market, okay. So in times like this, okay, we can actually do a I would say a buy stop, sell stop. Okay, so over here we can see that there's a buy stop and a sell stop being set for this trade, right? So the idea is simple. When price breaks out of this straddle setup, okay, we will look to buy. We can look to buy or we can look to sell because it can break out upwards or downwards, right? Because the market is just waiting for something to happen, right? If if the ECB President Lagarde comes out and says something hawkish, okay, then we expect the euro to strengthen, okay. Hence, we may be looking to buy, okay. But conversely, if Lagarde were to comes out and say something very dovish, okay, then we'll be looking to sell instead. So, which is why I actually sent out this idea, okay. So so I think it took like a few days or something. Yeah, it was early this week that the trade got triggered, okay. And the reason behind it is because the whole Delta issue, the whole Delta variant, and of course the US FOMC minutes that was released recently, right? Okay, so you guys might be wondering, I'm trading Euro Yen. What has US FOMC to do with it, right? Okay, we have to understand that the US Federal Reserve, okay, although it's directly impacting the US dollar, it will also affect the other currencies as well, okay? Because I mean, they are the most, I would say, they are the most what I would call it, the most crucial, the most important central bank, okay, major central bank in the market, that the market will be paying most attention to, okay? If you say that the Reserve Bank of New Zealand held interest rate unchanged as expected to an increase in interest rate, okay, then unlikely there's going to be much impact on the Japanese yen, okay, or euro. But if you are saying that the Federal Reserve were to say that they are being very hawkish and they are expecting a rate hike this year, sorry, not a rate hike, sorry, a QE tapering this year, then it's definitely going to cause an impact price movement in any other currencies as well, especially for the Japanese yen, because as you know, the Japanese yen is also a safe haven currency, right? So with that, okay, we see that the US dollar actually strengthened, okay, and of course, when the US dollar strengthened, the other currencies will be in less demand, right? The other currencies will naturally weaken against the US dollar. So we, at the same time, we will see the euro weaken against the yen as well, okay? So it weakens, trigger the trade. And this morning, okay, earlier, I think a couple of hours ago, I actually decided to close a trade, and I actually fired out the notification because first thing is because okay, if you were to go to H1, this trade was fired based on H4 time frame. But if you were to go to H1, okay, you'll see that yes, yesterday it come close to the take profit level, but it actually bounced up in the end. I think there is a key level over here. Yes, there is a 128 level. 128. So the thing with this whole key level, psychological level, round number level, whatever you want to call it, whatever people call it, okay, is that before it actually breaks beyond or below this level, these levels, okay, there must be a strong I would say, what's that thing called? What's the word again? A strong catalyst, okay, before such breaks can take place. So yesterday, apparently you can see that it tested, but it failed to go below, okay, and it comes back up, and then ever since then it has been ranging across. So I felt that if price is going to range across, there may be a slowdown in momentum, and on top of that, it's Friday, right? So over the weekend, nobody knows what's going to happen. So like what many traders will feel that if when you have a profit and momentum has slowed down, and there's more uncertainty ahead, okay, especially the COVID issue, it's probably better to just take a profit and leave to fight another day, right? So that's what I did. I sent out a notification on a close at around 128.27, okay, close for 61 pips, and end the whole trade, okay? So yeah, we'll see how it goes from here, but as of now, yeah, the trade is closed. I've secured my profit, and I've sent out the notification, okay? So yeah, so that's the end of this trade idea, okay? Next week, I'll probably be presenting more trade ideas. So if you guys are not in Forex Trading Asia, just sign up for an account, okay? Sign up for an account here, log in, and then start reading the articles, rating the articles and things like that, you will get points. And with the points, you can actually redeem for Amazon vouchers. Okay, it's just simple as that. All right. Now, if you are not in the Traders Club, I urge you to join. Okay, because that's where I will be sending out notifications on when the trade ideas has been triggered, and or if I were to close it, then what's the reason behind closing the trades and things like that. Okay, so notifications are pretty much important because it keeps you aware. Okay, although these trades that I fire out are more for the the busy people that can't really focus on the chart, like, I don't know, for more than an hour a day. Okay, and like what Scott has mentioned, it's more like a set and forget kind of trade ideas. Okay, but still, it will be good if you can receive notifications, okay, such as when the trade has been triggered and things like that. Okay, now that's all I have to share for today. Okay, with that, I'll hand it back to Scott.
All right, thank you very much, Kim Hong, on those ideas as well. Now, so guys, if you are watching this and you're a little intrigued about everything that's going on and you'd like to learn a little bit more about how to get a day-to-day insight into the markets and what is looking good outside of this currency call, we do have the Lcms Traders Club as well. And, for the people that are in that as well, there've been some really great trades as well. So it's been a solid week, plus the Forex briefcase managed account performance as well. So Daniel will be going through, what is the Lcms Traders Club all about and how it can help you improve your trading.
Okay, Scott, sure. Really very nice. Like Yvonne was mentioned, a lot of us are in a Traders Club with a group of coachings coming in, a group of coaches. We also a community coming in. So it's really a very community that you can gain much. Okay, so let me share with you. Perhaps let me go share with you my charts. Give me a minute here. Okay. Oh. Things happen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, give me a minute. Okay, so really very interesting right now. Lcms Traders Club is a dedicated club here where we really a must-have for anyone who's serious in trading. Okay, anyone serious in trading should join the club right now. Why do I say that? Okay, why do I say that? Because we can look at its place here. We are down here, a dedicated platform where we host a community of traders sharing strategies, ideas, analysis, monitoring the markets together. Really as if it's a part of a trading team, knowing what to do and entering on time. So you can see here we have a trading floor coming in where we actually gives a lot of trade ideas, what's happening in the market. Scott gives a morning market here, and most likely if we got any trade ideas coming in, we will also put it in here, and some members also will tell us, hey, there's an uptrend of the US CAD coming in, and many more coming in. Lots of discussions here. And not only that, we have the market watch, market watch list, where that's what Kim Hong is talking about. He will actually put up all these long-term trade ideas coming in, setups and he will also let you know if there is it was activated, or he will look for a close off. Everything will be placed here in the market watch list just for you, so that we are watching the market for you together. Okay, so then not only that, we have a lot of other information, just like the education videos coming in. You want to know how, not only you want to learn and see what we trade, you want to know how we trade, right? So not only that, we have all the education videos, especially the 4-day FX Kickstarter. We teach you while we look at the economics of the data, fundamentals with the economics of Forex market. We also look at the technical analysis portion and give you a strategy on combining both the fundamentals and technical analysis coming together and form a strategy to trade. And that's how here at Lcms Traders Club, and that's how all of us trade the market. Okay, now not only that, we have signals here coming in for those that I mentioned already, but those who have signals coming in, we also those who have was in the Telegram channel. I forgot what's the name. Telegram channel. If those are Telegram channels, we do know that the signals issued here comes in at least 5 minutes earlier than those issued in the Telegram channels. And not only that, not only you want to get the signals coming to profit together, you also want to learn how why we take the issue these signals coming in. isn't it? So right now you can see here, and when we do that, we give you the analysis. You see pound USD, where we issue the signals. Where is that? Okay, we have seen so much more. New Zealand USD, all the analysis coming in. When it hit TP1, we even analyze when it hits TP1, TP2, TP3. We will look at the market for you and see whether it's possible to you want the time for you to exit or to continue. And that's what we did. You can see here, pound USD, TP1. Okay, let me close all the rest. No, get rid of the distractions here. Okay, you can see the analysis here. Okay, you can see a TP1 reaching in. We actually said possible hold. That means we could look at the market possible strength or momentum continuing downwards. And we hit TP2, we'll say, hey, look at the market. We are unsure right now whether to continue on, secure profits, we say exit out right now. So it actually gives you the analysis here in the LCMS Traders Club. Okay, and not only that, we have lots of, in this platform here, we have lots of information here. You have, first of all, the calendar coming in. Sometimes you have one page you want to see what happened immediately without leaving this platform. You can get all the calendars information coming in so that you will not have any surprises coming at you. Then what I really love best is the data flash. Now, data flash here comes in here. Oh, why did I share? Oh, okay. So sorry, I shared the wrong screen. I was told. Okay, let me share the screen here. Okay, there you go. So sorry here, I've talked too much, but of course then here you can see that data flash. What I'm saying that what I love about the data flash is this signals comes in, you get calendar coming in, but there here you can actually comes in the news release earlier than anybody else. So I know that especially all the free calendars coming in, so it's pretty great coming in here. So just want to quickly comes in here that all these various great things about that, where we have the trading floor coming in, giving you lots of ideas, community coming together. We have the markets watch list coming, where that's where the Kim Hong tells you about the trade ideas, long, medium term, the long-term trade ideas coming in. If he activates and exit out, what will he do? It's all listed out here. Well, we're already monitoring the market for you together. We also have the education videos coming in. Okay, we have educational videos coming in, everything here on how we learn how to trade and every other things such as the hidden divergence, candlestick patterns, and many, many more. If you heard about Kim Hong talking about strategy, we also have a video regarding with that. Now, how do you join the LCMS Traders Club? All you need to do is go to tradersclub.lcms.com.sg. Coming in now, this platform is worth thousands. You've seen so much information down there, ready for you to jump in, and so you can be ready to trade the forex market. Now, all you got to go is just scroll all the way down here. Click on it, $49 a month. Now, but this is without a doubt the least you can do to make sure you achieve your best in trading. So, okay, so make sure you get aboard right now, and I'll see you in the club.
All right. Thank you very much, Daniel. And for the people that have been consistently watching, thank you very much. And there's always time to rectify, your trading, and there's plenty of time left in the year. If you've got goals and you're struggling, just a small investment is really going to help, get you back on track as well. So that is the currency call for today, guys. And I hope everyone had a great week, and we'll catch you again for Monday for the Aussie and Kiwi. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great weekend.